GCC Plus tutorial video, we're going to be covering how to make adjustments and cancellations to packages. Before we start, we're going to have to preface the following information with an important disclaimer. It is crucial that you email GCCPlus support at gloucestershire.gov.uk whenever you process a cancellation. This is due to the process being irreversible once completed, and this is a vital thing to keep in mind. Okay, so let's begin. Firstly, as usual, you'll be starting from the home page. From here, you'll need to click into the Services tab. Once on the Services page, scroll down to Post-Purchase Activity underneath Cancellations and Adjustments and click on either Cancel and Adjust Single Transaction or Cancel and Adjust Multiple Transactions. Generally, we recommend sticking to Single Transaction or contacting GC Plus support to best give you advice on how to handle multiple transactions. For single transactions, in the box marked Cancel or Issue Adjustment for Single Transaction, select the customer and the transaction purchase that you wish to cancel, and then click Go. On the next page, firstly check the details in the first box and ensure that the transaction you are about to alter is the correct one. Scroll down to the Cancellation and Adjustments box, and then follow the below for different actions. Cancellation with partial refund. Here, you set the status to cancelled, leave Add New Adjustments to Yes, and set the value to either credit, refund, or discount, and then set the amount you want to refund. Important to know that this is irreversible. Or you can go to Cancellation with Full Refund. Here, you set the status to cancelled, leave Add New Adjustments to Yes, set the value to credit, refund, discount, and check that the original value, which is listed at the top of the box, and figure the amount box are the same. They should pre-populate as such. Once again, this process is also irreversible. Price adjustment for continuing packages. First, leave the status at live, and then also leave Add New Adjustment to Yes. Then for value, this needs to be set to either a minus sign for credit, refunds, or discounts, or a plus sign if you want to provide debit or an additional charge. You will then need to set the amount to what you wish to charge or deduct. You will then need to add details to process name and customer comment and reason. In the process name, please be as explicit as possible as to why this change has been issued. This is our ledger for these actions, so if we need to check on why this has occurred in a year's time, it will be able to make sense with minimal context. In the customer comment, you should again be as explicit as possible, but please be aware that the customer will be able to see this in their reporting, so ensure that it is not sensitive or blameful in tone. Then finally, the only thing left to do is click Save. Now we'll take a look at multiple transactions. Firstly, in this page you can see all the multiple cancellations and adjustments that have occurred with filters. Additionally, if you begin multiple cancellations but do not finish, you will not be able to start another one until the one is complete or cancelled. To start a new one, click the plus symbol in the bottom box on the far right in line with the results. This will launch to the process page. Once in the process page, you will need to add details to process name and customer comment and reason. Once again, in the process name, please be as explicit as possible, as is the same with customer comment, but bearing in mind that the customer will again be able to see what is put there. You will then need to use the filter system to find all the transactions that you wish to make edits to. In consideration by line, you will see the following. Filter by. You can either return the results around a specific customer or around a specific item, being a package, service, contract, or training event. Click into one of these and then select either the relevant package or customer if you selected single customer, or if you selected single item, you should click into the item type, select either package, which is most of what you will be doing, service, which some may have, or products, which is not completely relevant, or training sessions. You will also be able to see type if you selected single customer. You will need to select whether you want the contract, service, or training. You will also see purchase date. Select the timeframes of the purchase you want to affect. That is based on when the school purchased, not the contract dates. And finally, there is also cancel. We recommend that you ignore this as it will likely never be relevant to you. After you've gone through all this, then simply click Generate. You will then be able to download a spreadsheet beginning with TU. Please be aware that you must not edit the name of this file or you will not be able to re-upload it. Then in the spreadsheet you will have a list of all the transactions that match the filters that you have set out. You can then select which action needs to be taken. You can then begin to make changes against each row that represents the purchases. The main considerations are type, which is things like debit, additional charge, or credit, refunds and discounts. There is also things to consider like adjustments. This is the amount of money that you wish the site to receive in the refund or credit. You can check this against the previous columns of original value, current adjustment, and total. For a full refund, you would put the value in total. You'll also need to consider comment. Again, please be as explicit as possible as to why this change has been issued. Then finally, you can see cancel. You will then need to select whether you wish the package, contract or training to be cancelled for that customer, which is a simple yes or no. Once this is complete for all the purchases, save this file somewhere logical, ensuring that the file name or type is not changed. You can then go back to the multiple transaction cancellation that's in progress, if you have left the page. You can then reopen it by going back to the multiple transactions page in service and looking at in progress one on the list. This will be marked by a red X in the complete column. You can then re-upload your file by browsing to it and then selecting Upload. Then just select Save. Please note, under validation, the second line will give you a stock check on how many items are being adjusted, for how much money and how many items are being cancelled. Please take a moment to check that this matches what you think. This brings you to stage 3, which is Confirm. This is a final note and warning that the process is irreversible. If you are happy, just select the I confirm text box and save. All these adjustments and cancellations will then be processed. And that's all there is to adjusting and cancelling packages using GCCPlus. To reiterate, please make sure that you email GCCPlus support@gloucestershire.gov.uk when you go through the process of making a cancellation. This will avoid any complications for all parties involved. We hope that this has been a helpful viewing experience and we thank you for watching. Bye bye.